You ever get that feeling that you want to, you know, just head out to raid the Commonwealth in your underpants with a knife? Well, I do. Occasionally, sometimes, it's just an urge that comes up from deep within. It's almost unexplainable. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ground Zero. Extraction. We have been thrust forth into the abyss with, yeah, with nothing but our underpants, which are they clean? I mean, they're probably about as clean as you can expect in this situation. Anyway, moving right along, let us attempt to once again not die. I have, you know, I have learned several things throughout my time as a human being on this planet at the age of whatever I am now, 35 or 36, one of the two. And one of those things is that, you know, sometimes you need to leave all of your equipment at home and walk forth into this world with basically no gear, so that the zombies can't take it from you, and so that the dogs, when they eat your butt cheeks, because they will, yeah, it won't be so painful, okay? While the zombie dogs are slowly munching their way through your muscles and bones and sinews, you can lay back and relax, knowing that when you respawn, you won't have lost anything that was truly deeply important, because you left it all at home like a very clever boy, okay? Or girl, etc, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be quiet now. Join me, please, in this attempt to once again raid the Commonwealth. Ooh, metal boxes. I feel like I'm just kind of running around in circles right now. Okay, so we do have the mission still. We have 60 minutes to get home. Back to our base. These zombies here, by the way, will reanimate other dead zombies in the region if there are any around. They do this weird little explodey, almost like a chi blast from some sort of anime or manga comic. And yeah, they reanimate the corpses in the vicinity. So let's see how well we can do this time round. I'll probably end up checking in some of these buildings at some point, but I think getting a little bit further out of the city is probably smart. What's this place? Warren Theatre. It's an unfamiliar location, if I'm honest. There was a gunshot nearby. This means there's a survivor. Now, given the look of this place, it looks like this might not be a friendly location. Yeah, it's definitely not a friendly location. Where are you? You have my gear. Sounds like he's actually just died. Is he up here? Oh, wow. Since when are there super mutants in Ground Zero? Huh. Yeah, it sounds like he's actually up here. I guess I just ran all the way around. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna start leaving junk, alright? I did say I wasn't going to do that once upon a time. I don't like to do that. It feels a little bit cheesy. But I don't know. The junk's precious in life, isn't it? Yeah, so we're just practically just straight up bleeding out right now. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about this. What happened to his corpse? Where did he go? Should we just end it? Is that what you do? Is that what you would do in a zombie apocalypse? I think it is. Sometimes you know you have to accept the inevitable and just bring the raid to an end a few seconds early. So, let me get us sorted. Alright, how are we looking for stats? We're a little bit thirsty, so let's have something to drink. Thankfully, we've still got plenty of food and water here, so much so that we're not really going to have to worry about food and water for a little while at least, especially water. I have a look in here. Yeah, actually we've still got a fair bit of food too. Now, I think maybe crafting up a little cooking pot wouldn't be a terrible idea. What am I looking for here? Not resources. Wait a second. Ooh, can only be placed in dirt. I mean, well, that's useful, clearly, but it's also makes things a little bit easy, doesn't it? So we'll lock this for ourselves behind some kind of perk. We'll come up with something at some point. A little cooking pot maybe over here on our table. Even though to use this, am I gonna like float in midair now if I use this? Yeah, probably. Okay, so we still can't actually cook anything. I'm wondering what's the deal with this this weird meat that we've got. Feral steak requires, oh, it requires antiseptic. That would make sense. Okay, well we have the cooking pot now, the levitation cooking pot. So I suppose there's nothing more to do but once again descend into the madness. Or maybe it's ascend into the madness. I suppose it depends on where you're coming from, doesn't it? Because if you are beneath madness, then you must ascend to greater heights of insanity. Okay, so we've actually spawned near the mission, which is fun, isn't it? That's interesting. So this will be my first time encountering a survivor, even in my testing that I was doing to try to make sure this modlist won't explode. And we're pretty close to Sanctuary too, so this is a good chance for us to actually get a bit of gear. That's one of the things we have to remember, you know, the random spawn effect. Excuse me, I've been suffering from a little bit of trapped wind lately, last few days, a little bit painful, and when I feel like I need a burp, it's a bit of a priority in my life that I try to expel that trapped gas. Okay, anyway, back to the point. It's one of the things we have to remember is that the random spawning of this mod can be helpful or a hindrance because it can spawn us kind of close to our settlement, which means it's easier to get back. Or it can make it very difficult for us by spawning us in the city, for example. He's definitely dead. So, some runs will be more likely than others to succeed. This being one of them. Somewhere around here, there's supposed to be a survivor. Isn't there? Oh, is he in there? That's weird, isn't it? Well, It doesn't sound to me like there's any kind of survivor in there, but I could be wrong. Holy smokes, that was scary. Okay, let me just unnakedify myself. Alright, so I don't know whether this is bugged out or not, but I mean, this sort of stuff does sometimes happen. I seem to remember maybe once upon a time, isn't there usually a platform across here? I seem to remember once upon a time doing this mission in Ground Zero, the original one. Ooh, a Valve handgun. Interesting. It's tactical, but it has no ammo. Sounds about right. It's so tactical, you don't even need to use it. So yeah, I think I remember doing this mission once in the original Ground Zero series that we did. Like a long, long time ago. And yeah, I think the survivor was inside there. So it's got an expert lock on it. I tell you what, for the sake of testing, should I? There is a way that I can unlock that. I can unlock the thing. You know, it's a little bit cheaty. Wicked business.
Blake,
The best kind of business. Did I see a gun?
This whole deal with Eddie is wicked shiesty. I mean, what kind of business partner threatens to kill you if the deal doesn't go his way? We are in way over our heads, man. I can't see a way out of this. No way except shutting down and getting out of Dodge. Give me a chance to talk this out with you face to face. I just want both of us to get out of this.
Now I know there's a key somewhere for this this wicked shipping. I can't remember where it is. Isn't it like on a raider you get it from somewhere? You get it from a raider somewhere. Also, I've just remembered I forgot to do the mod about the music. Anyway, let's see, we might be okay for now. Yeah, I feel like somewhere there is a key to be had, but is it in here? It's probably not here, is it? I seem to remember finding it on a raider somewhere once. Well, this is a good opportunity. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Again? 2 keys. Okay, great. So, I was going to say, this is a really good chance for us to, like, loot maybe a little bit of the red rocket, sanctuary. Here we go. So the zombies we were hearing weren't inside here.
You're gonna help me now, right?
Escort survivor to any owned workshop. Nice. Alright, so we picked up a bit of gear here. Now again, this survivor is killable. And so keeping him alive might be... Why does it sound like I'm bleeding? I'm not. Maybe he's bleeding.
Need something?
Yeah, what do you got?
All right then.
What good stuff have you got? Oh, a stim pack and a pipe pistol. But not much ammo. I'll take your corn though. Honestly, we should probably leave him maybe a stim pack because, well, we have some at home and he will use this. However, I don't know how these survivors go with, like, bleeding. I'm pretty sure that the bleeding effects also transfer to them as well. So, and I'm pretty sure you only need 1 bullet, actually, to be able to shoot. Yeah, so I've got some sort of weird sound effect occurring here where it sounds like I'm bleeding, but I'm not. So, you know, I guess that's just one of those things we're going to have to kind of live with. It's a bit annoying to my eardrums, but, you know, it's just one of those things. With it being a raid, I can't save and reload, which is a bit of a bugger. Who's that? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Militia deserter.
What? Let's do this. Well, you win.
Mate, do I not have this favorited? That was ridiculous.
Guess my good karma's paying off.
He's dead. He just died. He bled out. He must have been bleeding. Where is my corpse? Where are you? Oh, don't you just love that? Oh, come on now. He had some good stuff. Now, those gunshots will attract zomboids. So...
I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, where's my body, man? Oh, he ran off just over here and then I heard him collapse. This is one of the trickiest things about Fallout, isn't it? Sometimes. Finding dead corpses. Especially in these, like, modded grasslands. Oh, goodness me. I don't think we're going to be able to find him. Crap. So there is a... No, there's a skill you can get. What is it? A perk. That, like, will illuminate the body. Obviously. I don't know if that's even actually in this mod list. It should be. Well, that's a shame. Oh, that's a zombie. Yeah, see, look how hard they are to see. Some of them. Okay, well. Not much we can do about it. We've got a little bit of experience, so it's not a complete waste. And a surgery kit. Damn it. Oh no. No, don't go that way, dude. Right, so I think what I've gathered from now is you get the normal like scavengers that are called scavenger. But when somebody's called like another name, it basically means they're hostile. And, you know, they tend to leave you alone. In general, unless you get too close to them like we did then. What a bugger. Can't see any bodies anywhere. But knowing my eyesight, I might have even just run past it and not realised. Alright, we're level 7. So, we can now officially upgrade our strength, our endurance, our agility, and what else should we do? I mean, melee weapons. Melee weapons is probably a good one. At the same time, reload all guns 15% faster, although gunslinger. I might actually sit on this one for a bit and see. I think maybe trying to go down the road of like crafting. Intelligence can do rank 3, can it? Come on then, we'll take that, because that just gives us an overall boost. And I think we will take melee. We are going to be doing a lot of melee work. So, you know, it makes sense ultimately to be focused in that direction. Now, thankfully, when we have a companion with us, we actually get a little symbol on our compass down there that tells us where our nearest owned settlement is. And we only own one settlement, I think. Yeah, we only own one sanctuary, so... Well, I guess that's kind of helpful to us then, isn't it? It can help keep us on track. Did I explain this already too? The water is not radioactive, so we can swim in it without a problem. Now, here's the thing. I don't really know what the deal is with our settler. Because, well, I don't think I've really... In the new survivalist profile, which is what we're on now, I haven't made use of any of these settlers before. Everything okay there, buddy? Are you scared? Huh? Don't worry, mate. You'll be fine. Maybe we could do a little bit of scrapping. Is there still a couple of grenades in this? Yes. So maybe we tidy up the place a little bit as we go. I don't know what he's doing over there, but I'm hoping that he's going to catch up to us in a second. So we do have plenty of resources to get us started. Also, I can't find a settlement recruitment beacon, which I guess, does it make sense? I don't know. I feel like in a zombie apocalypse, you know, if you had the ability to make a recruitment beacon and broadcast a safe location, that you probably would. Although I guess that also would open you up to being invaded by Negan and the crew. So maybe that's good. Now let's go down here into our basement and see. This should end the raid. I'm not sure what it's going to do for our companion. Yeah, that was a nice, quick and easy raid. So we can leave here. We can leave here. I guess ultimately we're going to have to, you know, basement living carry weight bypass. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to allow ourselves to kind of move around Sanctuary a little bit. If Sanctuary becomes our main settlement location, I'm still a little bit undecided on that. Can you kind of catch up to me, dude? Are you scared of Sanctuary for some reason? Do you think it's going to bite you?
Thanks again for rescuing me.
Okay, here we go.
I won't forget it.
All right, so is that it now? We've actually got a settler. Yeah, we have 2 people living here. Now, if I can just take a second. Okay, so I figured out that the sound effect I was thinking was bleeding is actually just the rain. Okay, so now that we have a settler, I mean, we kind of need to make them a little bit more comfortable. Meaning, well, they need at least a bed, don't they, to be comfortable. So maybe we give this house to Richard. That's going to be his name. And I guess maybe we pick a bedroom. Yeah, let's tidy up in here for him a little bit. This can be his, you know, his side where he puts all of his clean underpants, and this can be where he puts his dirty underpants. And we'll give him a bed. He only needs a single bed because he's not married. And, you know, you have to be married, don't you, before you can sleep in a double bed? So that's one bed taken care of. And we do need a little bit. Ooh, this is fun. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Building up a little bit of a... I mean, we can do some work here in Sanctuary. But... oh, look at this. This is cool, man. This is really cool. This is all stuff we can build over time with our very, very, very... This is why I said the junk is the most important thing to us, really. What's that noise? Okay, that's the dog. Now, I think if you put these up too high, they tend to have a bit of a problem, but I don't know if that's too high. Sometimes
There we go.
you've just got to get too high in life to see what it's all about. Now, he should be happy. Although we don't have any food or water. Okay, so, I mean, can we assign him to, like, do a job? Is that how it works? It's just like a normal settler, is he? Enter command. And let's see if we can get him maybe doing a little bit of farming. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good job. Okay, now let's just try that again. And we'll try and assign him to some vegetables. Right.
Hey, we need help out here. Where the hell is everyone?
This has been a pre-recorded message.
Okay, so that would be a new survivor. That is set to randomly go off. I tried to set it so that it was like not going to go off straight away, but it just might not quite have worked. Anyway, so there's always essentially survivors to be had. We can have survivors, and now we have a little bit of food, not much, but it's 1 food per settler is what you need, isn't it? I think we do also need some water, so I suppose a good old-fashioned hand pump is going to have to do for the time being, and should do sufficiently. I'm hoping that this gives us dirty water for my immersion purposes. However, it may give us clean water. Oh well. At the end of the day, we discovered a clean water source deep beneath the ground, and this landscape isn't radioactive anyway, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, so cool, we've already got a little bit of a settlement system happening. Now this is the TARKOV stash. I forget what this does exactly. It's got some sort of function, obviously. I think if you do a scav raid and you've got all your gear on you, it transports your scav gear to this box, the gear that you had, so you don't lose it. However, we're not actually going to be doing any kinds of scav raids in this series. At least I don't think we are. Now we will keep hold of some gear to wear, but we're going to drop off all the important things, which is basically everything. Could probably do with a bandage, but I took one with me and lost it, didn't I? So that's the thing. That's what we're dealing with here. So just remember that. I might take a little bit of food and water, and we can have a drink on the road. Let's drop off the little bit of junk that we got, along with all of the ammo, and I won't be taking a gun with me this time. So 308s, we have 4 of those. I mean, honestly, most of this stuff is really, its value is in its sellability or saleability to us, really. Taking armor, bit of food and water. Let's get our armor equipped, and we will head out on another raid. I do believe we have enough time to do one more in this episode. See what I mean? About the random spawn thing. Sometimes it's a help. Sometimes it's a mega hindrance. A technical mega hindrance. Now, we're just a little bit overtired, so, you know, strength. Okay. Strength has actually decreased by 1 with tiredness. That's a thing that I didn't know was a thing. But I now know that it's a thing. So, apparently we've got a mission over there. Is that the mission to rescue somebody? It is. Gorski Cabin. Really? That's kind of towards Sanctuary though, isn't it? So, sometimes I suppose that's going to help us out. I mean, we know in general, for the majority of the time, we've just got to head northwest to get home. There's another dog over there. Holy smokes. I hear a yelping dog. I've explained this before at some point on the channel. But once upon a time, I bought a collection of mods from the Creation Club. Doggy mods. I bought like 5 of them. 4 or 5 of them. Because I wanted to have all different dogs as friends. To be my friends. You know, I was lonely in the Commonwealth and I only had 1 dog and I needed to have more. I had dog meat and I needed some friends for dog meat too. So I bought some Creation Club mods and I've only ever bought those mods, the dog mods. And each one of them, when you... actually, I think that's a lie. I think maybe I bought the Chinese stealth armor as well. Anyway, when you buy the mod, the dog mods, and you spawn into the world, you have a mission. You have to go and rescue the dogs, but you don't know where they are. I think there's a general kind of direction, or it gives you a rough location that they're in somewhere. And then you're walking through the world and you hear this yelp, that scream, doggy yelp, off in the distance. And that's the dog. It's in duress, under duress. It's stressed out. It needs your help. Maybe it's been chained up, or it's in prison somewhere, and or it's, you know, it's being attacked by super mutants or something. One of them was in a cage as well. Anyway, yeah. So whenever I hear the yelp of a dog like that, I automatically think that there's a doggy that needs my help. But it turns out that the zombie dogs and the raider dogs also yelp in a similar fashion. Maybe not the zombie dogs, but definitely the raider dogs, the ones that are attack dogs that will attack you if they see you. So, you know, it's a bit of a oh my god. Oh, I don't believe it. I forgot those ones can get through your block. Ah, this game. Well, we've actually been injured too. Not just took out our leg. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, all I can do here, I'm not going to drop my junk. I mean, there's nothing we've got really that's worth taking right now except for a bit of food. Just eat it. And morphine isn't going to help us. And neither's this. This will slow down the bleed, but it doesn't heal it, so... Well, that would be that, I suppose. Maybe I should start bringing some gear with us just to make these situations a bit more manageable. We have a little bit of, you know, like we do have some things that would have taken care of this heavy bleed. I forgot about those guys being able to get through your block. Oh well, it's the way of the world. It's the way of the wealth, isn't it? Oh well, we'll do another one. Okay, we have spawned once again out in the world, and it's actually a little bit late. It's about 8 PM. It's about 8 PM or 7 PM. And all we have with us is a drifter outfit, but we do have some medical supplies this time. A stim pack, a splint, which can reduce a heavy bleed to light, and then we have something to deal with a light bleed. So, you know, at least we can take care of a heavy bleed. However, if we get a light bleed, then, well, we'll have to use our item, which means we won't be able to take care of another heavy bleed. So, which way? I guess we should probably... Yeah, we should probably keep kind of heading north, though, for the sake of not wanting to be too far away. We do have a whole hour for the raid, though, so that's a good amount of time. Alright, we're definitely not going this way. It is about to be dark, which is a problem. Because we have hunters. which I have just disabled the beep, so we won't now know when they are hunting us. Okay. Okay, yeah, so what is up here? My character wonders. What's his name again? Rex. He's wondering, well, what is this sign? What is that? What's this arrow pointing towards? Is it sanctuary? Is it salvation? Is it security? Or was it just these plants? Oh, okay. Yes, it looks like there's some sort of... Wow, okay, there's a proper big wandering horde through the place. And a settlement. Now, that barrel there, I know some of you will know this, some of you won't. There's a barrel there, if you can see that. It might be a little bit hard to see. Next to the glowing kind of workshop. That barrel is essentially the heart of the infestation. And in order for us to be able to claim that settlement and make it safe, we need to destroy that barrel and all the zombies. If we don't destroy the barrel, but we killed the zombies would return. So yeah, we are once again really close to our home base, which is good. So hopefully we can do a little bit of work here along the way. So there are some really good guns in this mod list, but they will be very rare. They will be very rare to us because mostly we'll only get them. I mean, we can find them in the world, which is extremely rare. Most of the time they will be found on other survivors. So, yeah, for the majority of the time, I think it's going to be a fair bit of melee combat. We can craft ammo, though. Once we get a gun and we get the appropriate perks, we can start to craft ammo. Okay, what have we got here? Now, there will be some locations up on top of this bridge that we could check out. Okay, we've got copyright music again. That is such a problem. Give me a second, guys. Okay, there were literally 3 radios up there. A little bit more junk. Some quite valuable junk, actually, too. Gears and screws. Starting to get a bit dark, isn't it? Gourd blossom, a few more. I think we can plant those, can we? Can we plant those at our base? I'll just leave him. Now, one thing that I'm sort of playing with regards to this list, and it is something that I've had to look at before with this Tarkov mod, is the world is set to really not respawn. So, you know, it's a little bit of a difficulty, because as you play the list more and more, obviously you're clearing the world and you're taking all of the junk and it just stops respawning. Now this is a settlement, isn't it? Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of zombies here. Can I actually get to this bomb here before... Probably not. So what it means is that as we progress deeper and deeper into this experience, the loot of the world becomes less and less, as do, you know, the enemies. The cleared locations don't really respawn for a very long time. So I can actually change that as we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those points that I'm a little bit uncertain of still, even after all this time playing. It doesn't seem to be so bad in the beginning, but then as you get a few episodes in, things can get a little bit kind of quiet. And, you know, you're respawning near similar locations and there's no junk. Maybe that just means you've got to go further and further afield each time. Start taking more and more risks, I suppose. Oh yeah, we can change it up and set the world to respawn. Now let's see if the traders returned here. If they didn't, we can take all of this stuff. But I hope they did, because we, you know, having a trader nearby is really helpful. Okay, they did. Well, that's good. Alright, so this is the doctor. Now we have... Hey, why do we have no caps? Do we just have no caps in general? We haven't had any caps, have we? Have we? Did we have caps? Did I leave my caps at the base? Is that a thing? I may have done that. I don't know whether or not you can even do that. Anyway, please don't tell me we lose caps when we die, because that's not normal. That's not normally the way this mod works. However, it could be. Alright, anyway, so what I'm looking for here is this. The Commonwealth of Decay Cure, which, as you can see, is 335 caps. Now, we can decrease that with a few perks just to lower the price a little bit, but it is expensive. Yeah. So that lets you know what we're working with here. If we get the Commonwealth virus, the zombie virus, we need this to cure it. It's end game to be able to craft that cure, and it's a very rare item from a zombie, and I think you can only get it from the big glowing dudes. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that you only get the components for the cure from the big glowing ones. So yeah, that really lets you know how dangerous actually these zombies are, because we can't afford... If we brought some maybe like gold bars with us out into a raid and risk losing them, obviously, but try to sell them, check this out, then, you know, we might be able to afford one cure, but it's a risk. Okay, we're entering Concord. Let's do a little bit of looting in Concord then. God, it looks very different, doesn't it? Okay, we've got gunshots as well. I suppose we could head... Oh god, yeah, Concord's busy. Wow, Concord is really busy, isn't it? Please don't be coming down the stairs. Oh no! Oh no. Oh my goodness me! Those were the ones that can get through your block as well. All right, we might not do too much in Concord then. Can I get in there? No. Alright, so Concord is very dangerous. I'd forgotten how many zombies there are here. Okay, a bandage. And a Hellraiser. Who's got some items. Very good. That's an expert lock. And some caps. Alright, nice. We've picked up a couple of weapons here. Actually, let's stick with this. Bolt action and a pipe rifle. Some Molotovs. This actually boosts our intelligence, which is good. And I guess we stick with the Drifter outfit. A bandage, which is not terrible. So here's the thing now, right? We've got the medical supplies here to take care of a light bleed and a heavy bleed, because this can turn heavy bleeds into light, and then we can, as long as the bleed is not on our torso, on our thorax. Yeah. Anyway, so essentially, what that means is, you know, we could right now be a bit more brave and like push a bit deeper into the world. So as we level up supplies, the gameplay is going to evolve. We can go further, we can go deeper, and we can survive longer. Now, very often, there is a person in here. I know that, but our character doesn't know that, so... Let's get that equipped. That gives us a bonus 10 carry capacity. Now, how many caps have we got on us? I want to double check that we're not actually losing our caps.
Who's there? Let's do this. Think I'm scared, huh?
I don't believe it. I'm dead. Oh, wait. Come on, man. Quickly. It didn't work. The bleed's on our thorax. Bollocks. Dude, it's tough, man. Really tough. The bleed was in our on our thorax, I think. Damn it. So for that you need, I think it's a surgery kit. Oh, wow. It's very tough. Oh, I feel like we might have taken care of the bleed. I don't know. I was a bit kind of rushed there and didn't have a chance to check exactly what was going on. Anyway, we've lost... That's the thing. That's the thing about this. We've lost all our stuff. But once again, we have leveled up. So, you know, we're level 8. So we're slowly accruing more abilities. You know, things like getting sneak. Obviously, this is kind of mid-game. It's very difficult, isn't it? I still feel like I might want to put that mod in that gives me like insta-kill headshots for the sake of survivability, but we are going to get tougher as we level up, and we'll get better with our weapons. So, you know, it's just like it's very hard to kill people. It's very difficult to kill people. Discovering locations and walk 7% faster with your weapon holstered. Let's take that. That's going to boost our XP rate a little bit. So one thing we can do anyway, I was talking about the you know, the fact that the world kind of stays, it's persistent, so all of this stuff that we're losing, we don't get it back. You know, what we can do if the world starts to get a bit stale is I can just alter it with the mods where it'll respawn the world, and then we can set it to be persistent again, maybe at a later date, but we'll see how we go. I don't know. I'm just not sure how it will go long term if the world is not very active and there's not much loot for us to gather. Oh! We lost our caps. We lost our actual caps. Oh wow, I didn't realise that was a thing. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my god. Right. The objective of I might keep one. But what will I get? I don't know what the value of these... I mean, the value here, we don't get that when we sell this. I think we need 3 of these to be able to afford a cure. So the objective of the next raid is going to be... oh, man, it's so tough. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take some ammo. Just a little bit for dealing with people, because those guys are bloody tough, man. Alright. The objective of the next raid is going to be to try to sell... three gold bars to get enough money to buy the Commonwealth cure, the zombie virus cure. What time is it? We need to go to bed. Let's sleep. Do we have a bed? We don't actually have a bed yet. I mean, we've got a bed above ground, but we know. Our settlers don't know how dangerous the world up there actually is. You know, maybe they've got an idea. They've been out in the world themselves. But we know 100% it's too dangerous to sleep up there. It actually is very dangerous too, because there's creatures that can spawn in the night time, I think. It's probably not so bad if you had a settlement. There you go. Night of the Creeps. Because we just slept for the first time, we just got given this this mod here. This mod setting. So sleep protection is disabled, extra spawns we will be enabling, along with bears. And is that it? I think that's about it. We are on hard mode. Let's keep the mod enabled. Alright, so that's now active in the world. And we'll be dropping that off. So this makes the nighttime even more lethal. Let's have something to eat and something to drink. And yeah, in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, we will be attempting to take ourselves up again. We're just going to be in our underpants for the entire series, aren't we? And we're going to try to see if we can sell some gear and get ourselves the cure, which we'll just have to leave at home. And it's rather annoying that we're losing our caps. It makes me think whether or not in the other series that I've been using the Tarkov mod, whether I didn't notice that we were losing our caps, but I didn't think we did. I thought we kept our caps and our experience. So, please do consider checking down below. There are lots of links down there for you for 2 other content on the channel, and links to inquire about membership and things like that if you're interested in maybe sticking around and becoming a member and getting access to some super juicy top secret content for members only. Anyway, I really appreciate your time and your support and your love. The channel has been getting a lot of love lately, and so yeah, thank you for that, and I do hope you will look forward to joining me again probably tomorrow at the same time whenever this really released. I think I'm putting a few of these out this week because it's school holidays, so yeah, maybe check back in tomorrow for another episode, or go and watch something else that's already there. I highly recommend the Zombieland Conquest Reanimated series, along with maybe some of the other Ground Zero stuff, along with maybe some of the other Tarkov stuff that's happening. Alright, I do believe I will see you around. Goodbye for now.